Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A Detroit family on edge tonight after they say they were targeted by gunfire. Topping our news at 6, the gunfire hit not only the family's home, it hit their parked vehicles.
It happened Saturday night at a home on Burwood on the city's west side. Sean Lay joins us live with more. And Sean, they're simply looking for answers.
Absolutely, but they're also looking for solutions to so much gunfire at one time in an area. But take a look. This is Kirsten Howard. She's 60 years old. Her only vehicle here shot up, a spray of gunfire. The window shattered here. Good thing she was not behind the wheel. She was in the house. House also got hit. We have learned there were multiple reports of gunfire in this area. Tonight, her family not just calling attention to this, they're looking for solutions when there is a lot of gunfire in one place.
We couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from, but it seemed like it came this way. Pow, 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 pow.
The home 60-year-old Kirsten Howard raised this beautiful family in came under fire Saturday night.
I hit the floor.
And she was right inside.
Thank God my children weren't home. And thank God it didn't come through this window, because that's where I was.
Detroit police were nearby on other calls for shots fired.
They heard the shots while they were there. They get over here, and I wasn't shook up until I opened the door and realized my car was shot. And I asked them, did they, not trying to be funny, did they kill my car? Because it's all I got.
Howard says officers told her there were multiple reports of gunfire in their neighborhood. Neighbors on the Ring doorbell app also hearing shot after shot and alerting each other. Kirsten's daughter, Nakira, says if there are multiple reports of gunfire, can they get alerts to take safety from the Detroit Alerts 365 emergency alert system?
You don't hear anything about it, and that's what me off more. The fact that we had not heard anything about it. But this is our neighborhood, this is where we lay our head, this is where we work, and we build this community. So just to hear random gun shootings throughout the neighborhood, that's not what I'm trying to hear.
Back here live, we checked for the Howard family with the city and police if there's waves of gunfire kind of. Would that be added to the alert system? They said only if it reached crisis level, it's used for big time emergencies. But that is an interesting idea with the issue of gun violence to warn people if it might be in their area. We're live on the west side tonight. Sean Lake, Local 4, back to you.
Okay, Sean, thanks. Police in Grosse Pointe are investigating after a man says he was attacked and nearly abducted. The 20-year-old man says he was physically assaulted as he walked his dog on Lennon Street near Vernier and Mack in Grosse Pointe Woods. He says the suspect pulled him to a white work van, but he was able to hit him and break free. The suspect was wearing all black, possibly driving a white Ford Econoline van. If you know anything, call Grosse Pointe Woods Police. All right, time now for a check of the forecast, and it's a wet start to the work week.
I was going to complain about it being kind of chilly and raw, and then I saw the Marquette forecast, and we're fine, Kim.
Don't think that wasn't strategically placed
That's
either.
right.
But have we talked about Marquette? Let's talk about it again. They're getting a foot of snow, so it makes what we have going on here not seem so bad. But it is chilly. It's that cold, damp feeling that we get oftentimes in the fall. 42 at City Airport, 40 in Pontiac, 42 now at in Ann Arbor. And we have a little rain left over, but it's mostly rain. We did get a few reports of the first flakes of the season in Ortonville and also in Oxford, so our northern suburbs getting a mix, but everywhere else really just seeing, for the most part, some light rain. We'll zoom in a bit here on Macomb County, where there's a little heavier rain right now in Harper Woods and Grosse Pointe, also in Hamtramck. So here's what we're expecting. Marquette getting the heaviest snow there under a winter storm warning, but the rain here is going to start to wind down as we go through the next several hours. We'll be in the upper 30s by midnight, but take a quick peek at this temperature trend. That's right, we're going back into the 70s, from snow to 70s. We'll talk about that in your future forecast.
Outraged parents and school board members in Mount Clemens after what happened during an event inside the high school gym. The video shows a partially clothed woman dancing in the gym of Mount Clemens High School. It happened Saturday during a non-sanctioned event at the school. The gym was rented out over the weekend by a group called Rivals Recruiting Worldwide. And tonight that organization is apologizing, but parents say that's not enough.
I'm terribly sorry. You know, I'm a graduate of Mount Clemens High School, and I know they're doing good things, you know, in the community and trying to, you know, really help the kids, and I'm sorry to shed a bad light.
I'm an alumni from here, so I'm like, I take pride in the bathers. And for this to happen, it really puts a stain on the district.
Sunday, the district sent home a letter saying they were banned from using any facility in the future.
A grieving Metro Detroit family says enough is enough. It's joined a lawsuit seeking damages from the social media site Snapchat. The suit claims the website allows drug dealers to operate on the platform and then hide from authorities and parents. Rod Maloney live with that story tonight. Rod.
Yeah, Devin, here's the complaint. One of the things they say in here is that the website allows people with the disappearing message feature. That's the concern here, because after a message gets sent, it will automatically disappear over a certain amount of time. Now, there are 10 parents involved in this, with 9 children having died, and they say that Snapchat needs to be held accountable. The complaint spells out in excruciating detail the parents' agony. 19-year-old Jack McCarthy died a year ago January. These very pills he allegedly bought from a dealer found on Snapchat. Attorney Matthew Bergman from the Social Media Victims Law Center admits that Jack became so addicted to the site he'd been losing sleep and bought Adderall and oxycodone. But,
unbeknownst to him, he ingested enough fentanyl to kill 2 men, and his mother found him dead on the kitchen table.
In order to warn other parents, the McCarthy family joined in the lawsuit, knowing there is shared blame.
Obviously, Jack made a bad decision to purchase drugs, not thinking that they were laced with fentanyl, but Snapchat facilitated that, we allege, and as a consequence bears some responsibility for leading to this tragic situation.
A Snapchat statement said in part today, quote, "Our hearts go out to the families who have suffered unimaginable losses. We are committed to bringing every resource to bear to help fight this national crisis, both on Snapchat and across the tech industry overall. Several allegations in the complaint appear to be wholly inaccurate. We use cutting-edge technology to proactively find and shut down drug dealers' accounts, and we block search results for drug-related terms, instead redirecting Snapchatters to resources from experts about the dangers of fentanyl," end quote. Now, Jack's mom called the Birmingham police immediately. They called 911. He was declared dead in the family kitchen. They went on to his phone. They checked out his Snapchat account and were able to eventually retrieve the conversations. They put that into the complaint, and they say that plus other things that Snapchat does is a problem, and so the lawsuit will proceed. They filed it in Los Angeles, California. Back to you.
Well, Rod, what do we know about the parents' understanding of Snapchat and what actually happened here?
Well, what they want people to understand is they initially thought that all of the funny faces and things that go on as the children go back and forth between each other, they thought it was just a simple, harmless site. But they said there is so much more going on that any parent whose child has a Snapchat account needs to go and check and see what is actually going on, because there can be some real danger here if you're not paying attention.
Yeah. All right, Rod.
All right, early voting centers are officially open in Detroit ahead of the November election. The 13 satellite centers are located all across the city. There, Detroiters can receive, fill out, and securely submit their absentee ballots. We put a full list of locations on our website. Click on Detroit.com. The centers are open from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and will also be open the weekend before Election Day. Also, on our website, we have a complete voter guide. It has information on the local races, ballot proposals, and key voting deadlines, and you can find it on the elections page. Neighbors in one Macomb County community are pushing for a change after a 13-year-old boy is hit and killed riding his bicycle.
People in this Clinton Township neighborhood near Garfield and Clinton River Road want something done so this never happens again. Jason Colthorpe shows us what they're proposing.
On Tuesday, October 4th, 13-year-old Jaden Collins was on his bike on his way to his aunt's house when he was hit by a car at the entrance to the River's Edge trailer park on Clinton River Road.
It was a sad sight.
Jaden died 4 days later.
They need to do something, because between Garfield and Hayes, people use this and they fly down back and forth in between, and they're driving really crazy and reckless down here, and this was bound to happen.
Even though police say Jaden failed to yield, a few neighbors here have been worried about this spot for a while.
The park tries, but when you get all these people in here, you can only do so much. You know, they send out bulletins, they say please, I mean, we're looking at a cross where the little boy died. You know, how sad is that?
Now, standing out here, there are a couple different things that you notice that even a little bit of speed makes for a dangerous situation. And number one is the sign. While it looks great, it's tough to see around when you're on one side or the other. And number two, there's a lot of foot traffic here. One headed to the park that's nearby, and beyond this little playground here is a store that a lot of people walk to.
If a kid just steps off the curb, he's gone, or she's gone, or a dog's gone, or a cat's gone. I'm sorry.
An online petition for a crosswalk here in Jaden's memory has gotten almost 200 signatures so far.
They need to put a light or something at least out here before somebody else gets hurt.
As for a history of accidents at that spot, there really isn't any. In fact, the Clinton Township Police Department tells me they were surprised by this one. However, this petition might get the attention of the Macomb County Department of Roads, which would be the authority that might be able to put a crosswalk or a different safety feature in there. In Clinton Township, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All right, Jason, we reached out to the Macomb County Department of Roads, see if there are any plans for that in the works. We have yet to hear back from them.